All right, let's talk XRP and the dream scenario that's got the whole crypto world buzzing. What if XRP hit $20? Sounds wild, right? But believe it or not, multiple analysts thinks it's not only possible but likely. Even Da Vinci Jeremy, one of Bitcoin's earliest backers, and ironically not even an XRP fan, said back in March that he expects XRP to eventually climb past $20. Then there's XRP Shark, who's been saying since mid 2024 that this run is still on track. And in November 2024, Crypto Bull pointed out that if XRP manages to reclaim its 2017 peak against Bitcoin, it could hit that magic number. More recently, in March 2025, a guy named Eduardo Farina, he even said that $20 would just be the start of XRP's next big uptrend. So, what happens if that actually plays out? We'll talk more about that in just a moment. Have you heard of the crypto exchange called BTCC? Well, it's been around for 13 years. You get access to over 300 cryptocurrencies and leverage up to 500x. There's no VPN or KYC needed to get started. You have bonuses as well, such as a 10% deposit bonus when you use my referral link down in the description below. And you can get bonuses all the way up to $10,055. If you want to research this more, if you're ready to get started, you can find that link again down in the description below. All right, well, let's do some friendly math, shall we? If you're holding 50,000 XRP and XRP hits $20, you're officially a millionaire. That's $1 million just like that. Now, at today's price, which is right around $2.18, buying 50,000 XRP would cost you about $109,000. It's not exactly pocket change, but it's way cheaper than what you'd have to pay later on. And here's the kicker. Folks who scooped up 50,000 XRP in early November of 2024 got in for only $25,000. If XRP does hit $20, that's a 40x return. Insane. Now, let's break down how many XRP millionaires we might actually see if this happens. According to the community-driven XRP Rich List, there are 71,337 wallets holding at least 50,000 XRP. But here's the thing. A bunch of those wallets are already millionaires at current prices. If we look at just the wallets that would become millionaires once XRP hits $20, that number drops to about 39,320. Let's go even granular. Of those 39,320 wallets, 27,119 wallets hold between 50,000 and 75,000 XRP. That puts them in the $1 million to $1.5 million range at $20 XRP. 11,019 wallets have between 75,000 and 100,000 XRP. That's a future value of $1.5 million to $2 million. And there are 28,301 wallets with between 100,000 and 500,000 XRP, meaning they'd be sitting on anywhere from $2 million to $10 million if the price pops. So yeah, if XRP goes to $20, it would just make a few people rich. It won't just make a few people rich. It could mint tens of thousands of new millionaires. Of course, let's keep it real. Jumping from $2.18 to $20 is a massive leap. We're talking about an 817% increase. That's not something that just happens overnight. But it's not outside the realm of possibility either. Analysts from a crypto platform called Telegon believe that XRP could reach $20 by 2028. So maybe we're just a few years out from seeing it. And while price predictions are fun, what's happening under the hood of XRP is just as important. One major thing going on, the XRP ledger is quietly becoming deflationary. Nearly 14 million XRP have already been burned. That's permanently destroyed as of now. And the exact figure sits at we were looking at 13,985,100 106 XRP, but we're seeing here later updates. So 13,987,005. But this isn't your typical token burn, guys. XRP system doesn't do flashy buybacks or big community vote burns. Instead, XRP gets burned naturally through transaction fees. Every time someone uses the XRP ledger, whether it's a payment, transfer, or whatever, a tiny bit of XRP gets deleted forever. It's part of how they keep the network from getting spammed and running smoothly. And the burn rate is slowly adding up, making XRP scarcer over time. That's a pretty bullish signal, especially in a space where utility matters more every year. Speaking of utility, the XRP ledger, or also known as the XRPL, it just had a major win. USDC, the biggest regulated stablecoin, is now officially live on XRPL. This is huge for developers, institutions, and any business trying to build B2B finance apps. With native USDC support, XRPL is opening the door to more real-world financial applications. And there's more. Ondo Finance's tokenized US Treasuries Fund, or OUSG, is now live on the XRP ledger too. This is big news for the world of real-world assets, or RWAs, going digital, and all of it runs through Ripple's own stablecoin, RLUSD, which handles minting and redemptions. So, while everyone's watching the price, it's worth noting that XRP is also making real moves behind the scenes, adding functionality, expanding into stablecoins, and building the rails for tokenized finance. Right now, with us seeing XRP trading around $2.18 after a bit of a sell-off last week, but with everything going on from predictions of $20 to the ledger's growth, it's no wonder people are starting to dream big again. And who knows? Maybe the next XRP millionaire is somebody that is watching this video. Let me know what you guys think about that. Share your thoughts with us down in the comments below. Again, you can find that link to BTCC in the description. And also you can find me on Blue Sky at Crypto Atlas. We are almost to 40 followers. That is in the description. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to my Patreon supporters and my YouTube members. God bless. We'll see you in the next episode.